Welcome to spectacular Boca Raton, Florida, Flagler Credit Union Stadium, home to the Florida Atlantic Owls. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the Memphis Tigers, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Florida Atlantic Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Owls offense will go on the attack first. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Gets the back moving. He's got it again. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got it in the middle. It's small. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
He's got him this time. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Inside the 25. Touchdown Owls! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
And he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
The Tigers offense will go to work for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. Memphis picking up the tempo.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football. And this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Guys, let's talk about Memphis. Recruiting starting to pick up a little bit for them, Jesse. I'm sure you saw they got a 3-star quarterback last week. And for a program like this, that can be a great building block.
That was a massive win for them. There were so many bigger programs after this guy, and yet he ended up here. And because of that, he is now a key building block, not just for this offense, but for the team moving forward. Lots of people very excited. And a lot of people expect to win right now just because of how good this 3-star QB is.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs. We got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this third down. It could come back to bite them.
Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games.
Oh, there's an alley to the left. The 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Mills!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
Talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put anything together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Memphis will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Past the 40. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Makes it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly. Wide receiver going in motion. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time it's complete. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The Owls have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On 2nd and goal, he carries again. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. Guys, we're not even through the 1st quarter yet.
They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Well, after not getting a thing done on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. The give to the tailback. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This is not going to You're already down. You know it's passing situation, and you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
They kick it away on 4th down. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man downfield. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Takes the handoff. It's Small. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball. Off play action. Fires into the end zone. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And guys, Florida Atlantic is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down and nothing doing there. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying play action. Gets it out fast. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys in the field.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute better.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
That's caught. It's Powell. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Owls racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending.
Turning it on. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Fired in from the red zone for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
Back to pass. And to get rid of it quickly. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. You can't wait for this game to be over.
That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing he's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field, looking for a physical attack from the gun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Florida Atlantic races to the line.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31.
Man, he has been the definition of consistent all year long. You talk about building a team. You get a guy like this that you can hand the football and he makes play after play after play. That's why he's number 2 in college football in rushing, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy picture. A running back in the Heisman Trophy picture. It's kind of been a dying element. This guy's very much in the race.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Quick strike complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Memphis wants to move quickly. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Under fire. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it's caught inside the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Snagged out of the air. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
This defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field.
Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Might be changing the route. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Snaps it in the shotgun. Fires to the middle. Finds a man on the left. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the back. Grabbed in the middle. It's small. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. The Owls will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
You got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Memphis will be forced to punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Power football with the run. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
There are a lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead. They're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Dumps it to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's small. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly. They go right back to this guy on second and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They're going to throw it on third and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden...
Touchdown! Owls! Quick strike through the air for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Fights off a defender. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Gonna swing it on second down. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Finally brought down, but what a play not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a first and goal. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and he's going for the goal line. Touchdown! And they take it in for 6 more points. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. RPO complete to open the drive.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Running back searching for a hole. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Offense working from the pistol. To the ground. He's got it again. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Leaves it with the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. Let's see what he can do with it. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Now the play fake. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that. Yeah, good coverage.
Tight end finds a soft spot. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Finds his man. It's Powell. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. These guys wanted to make a statement. The statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop it. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
All right, guys, so Florida Atlantic has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Handoff to the lone back. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Looking to throw, it's Ben. Lofts one high and deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. At the 30. He's at the... And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Vanderbilt is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jay Cutler, this might not be over just yet. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to South Carolina. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Breaks the tackle. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. The play action fake. Unleashes one. On target to the left. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Memphis will be forced to punt. Now on the return. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult.
There he goes. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. They'll run it. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with him. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Rides the back on the option, the give. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. At the 35, he's loose. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Owls come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball. Making side adjustments here. To the air on first down. Unloads it left. He's got it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. No fair catches here, looking for room. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Oh, he wants it all. Pulls it in on the right. Off and running. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking for a man. It's Ben. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Here's the pressure. They get to him as he throws. Finds space on the right. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that'll just serve to pad the stats. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative